Hello and welcome back to Josh on the YouTube. Today we've got a really exciting video and a big announcement for a new partnership on the channel, and that is with GOLFBIDDER. So we're going to be testing every single month some different drivers, maybe versus an older one, a newer one. Let me know in the comments what clubs you want to see tested on the channel. We've got a really wide range of selection of different clubs on the website, and clubs that are even from back in 1990 all the way to 2025 made today. So in this video today we've got two drivers from Ping, and this one's going to be a really exciting test. Okay, so the first driver, an oldie but a goldie, the Ping G5. So this driver is coming in at £63. This driver was made in 2005, and for me, I was 7 years old when this driver released. So I can remember having some Ping, I can't remember what they were exactly called when I was younger, but it was very similar. They had the blue shafts and everything. So I remember using Ping clubs as a kid, and you know, G5 was always something I wanted, but I couldn't have because it was a men's club. So yeah, this is going to be really exciting to test. So I can't believe the quality of how this face is, and you know how well kept this driver is. It really is spotless. The shaft is almost perfect. You know, there's no sky marks out of this driver, so must have been a pretty good golfer using it. So that is our first driver that we got from GOLFBIDDER, the Ping G5. So what is the Ping G5 going up against? It's nothing other than the brand new Ping G440 Max. Now, this driver's literally just come out, but you can still find it on GOLFBIDDER. This driver on their website is around about £450, almost brand new. It looks like it hasn't even been hit. The guy that had this previously, I think maybe hit one slice off the first hole and sent it straight to GOLFBIDDER. So yeah, it's almost brand new. You know, I would say it's brand new. The shaft's absolutely perfect. The grip's absolutely perfect. The face as well, like there is 0 marks on that face there, you can see. So yeah, I think that guy hit one bad tee shot and said, I'm going to send it straight to GOLFBIDDER. So, like I say, this driver's at about £450. Now, these retail at $575, so you can save yourself £120 just by simply going to GOLFBIDDER and picking one up that is pretty much brand new, but it's just not brand new. And it's going to be super interesting to test this driver against a £60 driver and see if there is really a difference between 2005 and 2025. Okay, so first up we're going to test the Ping G5. I've had a little warm up and I think this is going to be really interesting. So 5 shots with each driver. Let's see what comes out on top. A little toey on that one. Spins come right down, but still alright, down the middle. Okay, ball number 2. Wow! Ping G5! 283 carry, get to 300! Ah! For a driver from 2005, I'm impressed, man. Ball number 3. Just leaky, just a little leaky. Didn't feel that far off on that one, but we've lost that quite far right. Okay, ball number 4. Quite spinny, 3-4. Okay, final drive with the Ping G5. Saving the best till last. 173 ball speed. Oh my God, 302 yards with a driver from 2005. So, numbers here, we've got an average of 168 ball speed. We've got 277 total carry, 291 total distance, 27 backspin. These numbers get a little bit varied, so we won't worry about them. These are the kind of money numbers here. So, you know, for a driver from 2005, honestly, I'm pretty surprised at them numbers. So we're now going to go for the 2025 Ping G440 Max and see what we can do. So now we have got the Ping G440 Max, and just to make this as fair as possible, what GOLFBIDDER done was give me two 65 gram stiff shafts. So that was the bog standard grapholloy shaft back in the day, at 65 grams stiff. This one is also their new shaft in 65 grams stiff. So we've literally got 9-degree heads, 9-degree heads. This is as fair as it can possibly get. So this is the max head, maybe slightly spinnier, but hopefully this keeps it a little straighter down the fairway. So 5 shots, let's see what happens. Ball number 1. Yeah, a little spinnier straight away. 3-2, but very, very straight. 171 ball, 52 side spin. One thing I am noticing when putting this driver behind the ball is the difference in the head size. The driver heads look a lot more forgiving in 2025. So, yeah, that is one benefit to the new one. Ball number 2. And there's that leaky one right. We've still got it with the Ping. A little bit higher and maybe a touch straighter. Okay, ball number 3. Okay, very straight. Very, very straight. Trying to hit a little draw, reduce that spin. I just can't bring it down quite enough, but very straight again. Okay, and last but not least, final shot. Tried to give it some, look at that spin. I'm trying to get it over the 300 yard carry total, but there it is. That's the 5 shots complete. So rounding that one up, you can see that the total carry there is 276 and the total distance 285. So the carry a little bit more with the Ping G440, but check that backspin out, 3-4. So this driver is designed for fairways, not really bombing it down the middle, and Ping certainly do a great job of that. You can see the offline ones there, they're not a great deal from that centre line. We had that high right one with the first Ping G5 that went way out of town. This one's kind of staying in that region of maybe just catching right rough. So, you know, 2 different drivers, but certainly really interesting to see the numbers from 2005 to 225. Has it changed enough to warrant paying more money for the newer model? Okay, so now to throw a complete spanner in the works. We have got the Ping G430 Max, and this is last year's model, so something that's going to be a little bit cheaper. So this one's coming in at £317. Now this is going to be a big saving on getting the newer one, which is another £100 more from GOLFBIDDER, but also another £200 more for the brand new model. So you can save yourself £200 by getting just last year's model, and let's see if the numbers are really that far behind. Ball number 1. Okay. Very consistent. Very consistent. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, last but not least, let's give it some, shall we? Right out the bottom, terrible strike, but straight down the middle. So, these numbers a little bit lower than the last one with the spin, but then what happens? The total distance goes up, probably a little bit more suited to me. I don't know whether maybe the head weight at the back's a little bit lighter or heavier. Something's definitely affecting the spin there, but overall a pretty similar driver to this year's model. Each one of them drivers having its own kind of advantage to having it on the course. So, you know, maybe that G440 can really keep it tight. You know, this one's probably going to be somewhere in between. I've got some really consistent numbers there. So this one just matching up to my profile a little bit better. But, you know, overall, we've got 3 drivers. One from 2005, one from 2025, and one from 2024. So, you know, the numbers for me should be miles apart. They're not. So that just shows you don't have to have the latest equipment to get good numbers. Okay, so test complete. We've got the 3 drivers here, and for me, I'd probably go with last year's model, the G430. I think this one just looks a little too big for me. And I think that is the whole purpose of the Max head, is just getting easier and easier to hit. And then you've got something like the G5 where you saw a couple of the off-center strikes were pretty rough, but then because of the smaller head, reduced spin, this was the only driver we hit over 300. So, you know, this was a really, really fun test and definitely something we're going to be doing more of on the channel. So let me know a brand down below in the comments what you want to see next. And if you are looking to buy some clubs from GolfBidder, I've got my link down below, so go check that out. Go check out GolfBidder, and don't be afraid of buying last year's model, saving a bit of cash. Like and subscribe for more golf content.